Question, please. Dave, what do you say at half time in situations like that when the opposition got such a big lead?
It was our errors that cost us really in the first half. We just needed to get back into a decent completion rate, to be honest with you. I think we ended up completely below 50%. To do that in any game of football, let alone a final, let alone against a team that, like Australia, it's going to be tough.
David, you got me Harris at 6 and not Marty. What was your thinking behind that, and did you go back and change your mind?
Hindsight's a wonderful thing, isn't it? But at the end of the day, he'd been training there really well, and it was a tough decision out of the two, and we decided to go with some experience there.
David, what went wrong with the preparation for this match?
I don't think anything was wrong with it. I think those errors cost us, and that's the simple answer. And they got out to a lead that was uncatchable, really. So for the next half, we just needed to try and get back into the football game and get back to the plan that we had done and trained all week, and we sort of got back in there for a period of time there.
The left edge didn't look like it was ready for what Australia had thrown at it.
What was that, sorry?
The left edge didn't look like it was ready for what Australia brought to the game.
Oh, Australia is strong all over the park.
And what about the tour more generally? What went so wrong?
The tour in general, I thought was, internally, we were very strong. It's just our performance tonight obviously magnifies it. And, we've got some disappointed people in our whole group. And we've got to make sure that the next time, the next test we play, we don't put out a performance like that again.
Does this have any bearing on your future as coach?
I don't think so. It's my first tour. I've definitely learned a lot. But I just said to the boys in there, we've got to get back our belief. And that starts with our hard work and doing the little things in games that really count, and making those errors. 7, I think, in the first 20 minutes is a pretty tough way to try and win a football game, an important game.
David, do you feel your players let you down?
Look, as I said before, we need to look at ourselves as a whole group, and it's not any individual, it's a team game. And I've always said we win as a team, we lose as a team.
David, that left edge, you went without the experience of Jason Nightingale, and obviously before Australia did seem to target that edge. Do you think that a lack of experience over there cost you?
I thought David Fisatua, the only way you get experience is by playing, and he had some really good touches there with the footy, made some hard runs. But again, we knew that was going to be tough to cover Thomas, and I thought David at times did some really good stuff for us.
Dave, as a fan, as a player, and now as a coach, you've seen a lot of Australian teams over the years. How do you think this one compares with some of the Australian teams you've seen?
Oh, look, you look through their team, their spine, there's possibly 2 or 3 immortals there. And again, I thought their big man carried the ball strongly for them. But their spine is their strength. And, we give them too many opportunities at the wrong end, and they took full advantage of it.
In 2013, you got comprehensively beaten in the World Cup final. Then a year later, beat the Aussies, won the 4 Nations. Have you seen stuff over the last month or so that you can work on with your players so that when you get to the World Cup next year, you can give yourself a much better shot?
Yeah, definitely. have a good almost 12 months to get that right, and to make sure that we've got everything in place leading up to the campaign. We've got an Anzac test, and then obviously the World Cup, and I'll be a lot more prepared than 2 weeks getting into the job. But I've thoroughly enjoyed it, and look forward to next year.
Jesse, an attack towards the end of, after Australia's first try, you showed some promising signs there for about 10 minutes, and when that pass went to ground, obviously the Aussies went up the other end, scored their second try. If Sean's pass goes to hand and Kevin Prompter gets over the line, do you feel like it's a different game?
Yeah, look, we can say that, but we just went up to our standards out there today. 7 errors in the first 20 minutes, that's what hurt us. That's what hurt us there. It's hard to win a footy match when you're doing that, and especially against Australia with the team they have. It's just tough going out there.
What did you say to the boys at half time? Did you give a message as captain?
I did just have the message of just having no regrets, leaving it all out there for the last 40 minutes of the year. We probably won't play together as a squad again. There'll be a couple of boys that probably won't make this squad, or a couple of boys that might be moving on. We don't know. So I just had no regrets.
How would you explain that first 20 minutes, Jesse? What went wrong?
Like I just said, the errors. You cannot do that in this tournament, let alone the final. Like what David just said, that's just giving them you might as well give them the ball and let them score a try there. We're working hard enough out there, and to put pressure on ourselves like what we did there, it's just tough. We'll learn from this, and hopefully we'll be better from it, and be back at it next year.
Does the team have stage fright?
Look, I wouldn't call it stage fright. I just keep going back to that 7 errors in 20 minutes. I don't know if I'll play the game where we've done that before.
Okay, thanks guys. Cheers.